Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. So, the word for today is trust. So, everybody out on Facebook or in the Zoom right now, please let us know where you're tuning in from. Put it in the comments, put it in the chats, let us know. Good to have you on this morning. And the word trust. Let me ask you a question this morning. I think we all think pretty high of ourselves at times. Do you think you've ever broke trust with somebody in your life? If you don't have to raise your hand, but you can just think back. I don't like to admit it. But when I was studying this word, I was thinking as I was reading, man, I have broke trust. I have done this before in my life. So I look forward to studying this with you this morning. So here we go. Firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. That's the definition of trust. Here's something I really thought of the coach's corner. I thought of you when I saw this quote. Adam Grant said, trust isn't about liking your team, although I do like you. It's about being able to count on your team. I want to tell you, because of the coach's corner, we all come from different backgrounds. And at some point, we might agree to disagree. There's at times Myra Miles might not like me. And she wouldn't ever say it. Well, I don't know. She might. But here's the thing. We here's the thing. We know we can count on each other. We know we're a team. We know we got each other's back. And what the coach's corner has done is made me really realize that, you know, there's a lot of people on here. We got each other's back, you know, we got each other's back. And I love that quote this morning. And so I put this down. We might not always like or agree with each other, but when you deep down know that someone has your back, and I was kidding about Coach Myra Miles earlier, we don't disagree a lot. But here's the thing: when you know someone's got your back, there's just this bond, there's this trust that it's tough to describe, but it takes consistency to gain that. Um, and that's what another guy said. Roy Bennett said, consistency is the true foundation of trust. Either keep your promises or don't make them. And I think about trust a lot. And I thought, one of the reasons I think the coach's corner is so strong and we're adding to our numbers daily is because of the consistency. If I'm out of pocket, coach is still doing it. Andrew Rosser jumps in. If coach is out of pocket, you know, me and Andrew and others jump in. I mean, the consistency over time creates a bond and a trust. And that's where I want to leave you with my part today. I got 4 things that creating trust in a relationship, to me, these 4 things really stand out. Number 1, say what you mean and mean what you say. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Number 2, be vulnerable gradually. What does that mean? Small talk over time bridges a huge bond between people. I think about, Coach, think about me and you over the last year or two, those small conversations we've had over time while you've been at UT, those little 2-minute conversations. It builds this strong, we've known each other our whole life, but we're stronger today than we've ever been. I could say that about Andrew. I could say that about Ann. I could say that about Arlene. Those small little conversations over time builds this bond, this unity, this trust that's inseparable. Pat Klepper, I could say it about Pat. Number 3, remember the role of respect. Here's the hard thing about trust. the people that we become the closest to, we got to be careful to not, I don't know how to say it, Coach, to not slap them.
Right.
You know, sometimes the people that you're closest to, you feel you can just be more yourself, and sometimes they take the brunt. We can't ever cross that respect. We got to understand, even though we're close, that there's a respect area there. And then the last one, give the benefit of the doubt. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes there's going to be new people that come into our life, in our profession, in just in the day-to-day interaction, that we don't know. Sometimes we have to give that person the benefit of the doubt. Don't be too quick to judge. Over time, let their character show, right? Let their true self show. Sometimes we're so quick to doubt, or we're so quick not to trust, that we'll miss a great person in our life. Coach, does that make sense?
Yes.
Some of these things I wrote down today, I'm like, man, I hope I can nail it. I hope I can make it make sense. But you know, these things over time create a bond and a trust with people. And I know for me, I need to do more of these in my life. So, Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Yes. All just terrific job, Brent. Thank you for that. And I think we all can utilize every single point that Coach Palmer made to us this morning. And I'm going to be kind of brief this morning, actually. But I think that I can hopefully say some things that will resonate with you. You know, just in definition, you know, I love asking Alexa in the mornings, Alexa, what's the definition of whatever? They give you one, then she says, ask for more. So if you don't have one of those, you need to get one. They're pretty informative little things. So, you know, trust is confidence in the honesty or integrity of a person or thing. An example of trust could be, it's the belief that someone is being truthful. You know, I think sometimes we want to believe that everybody's telling us the truth every time they say so. I do. I want to believe everything. Another description of trust is the feeling that somebody or something can be relied upon or will turn out to be good. It's a feeling of being sure about something, even if it cannot be proved. Now, in divine trust, there's love. Where there's love, there's truth. And where there is truth, only bliss. That's pretty powerful. In life, we can't teach people to trust. Trust is a feeling like loyalty. You know what? And another thing is trust cannot be dictated. You know, a lot of people, if you go into your work in whatever business you're in, somebody hires you, you don't immediately have a trust in them. They may try to force you to trust them, but you just don't. Trust cannot be dictated. Leaders determine our environment. I think we need to put ourselves, every single one of us, in a leadership role. And we have to determine if we can have the trust of our entire environment that we are within. You know, when we don't feel trust with our family, friends, coworkers, what do we start doing? Gosh, we start worrying about our own survival, and we become cynical, selfish, and then sometimes paranoid. You ain't got to raise your hand, but how many of us have had that happen to us? I mean, that's just life, kiddos. You know, we all know that determining factor in all that we do. We must trust God because He knows everything we've been through, everything we're going through, and what's in our future. That's powerful. So to end today, I simply want to just read you some lyrics of one of Lauren Daigle's. If any of you know Lauren Daigle, she's a powerful singer. Her songs are the songs that resonate with you in everything once you hear them. So I want to read these lyrics to you. And if you will, just kind of zone in And listen, when you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers as I cry out to you, I will trust. I will trust. I will trust in you. Truth is, you know what tomorrow brings. There's not a bad day ahead you haven't seen. So in all things in my life and breath, I want what you want, Lord, and nothing less. Next one. You're my strength and comfort. You're my steady hand. You're my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. You're always higher. Your plans are always good. There's not a place where I'll go you've not already stood. And in closing, when you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish you could walk through. When you don't give the answers as I cry out to you, I will trust in you. So let's all take this message today on trust and let it really marinate and resonate in our whole being. And let's really, really continue to work. Let's continue to trust everything that the good Lord presents us with. So anyway, I'm
Coach,
trusting.
I'm reading these comments. I'm reading these comments like right on time. This was right on time for a lot of people today. And hey, it was on time for me today too, just so you know. So
well, and just,
thanks.
you know, the thing is, go back, just listen to that song. It's pretty powerful. But let's have a wonderful, trusting, trustful Tuesday. How about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach's
Coach.
Corner, all you beautiful people. Appreciate you. We love
Always
you.
great to see y'all. See you tomorrow.
Have a great Tuesday.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.